beside God is my father. Yes, my dad is my role model. This is a man that is so humble, so down to earth, very simple. I mean, a man that really loves people.
Welcome to Inspirational Chat with me, Emmanuel Donkor. And this is a platform where we interact with young leaders who have excelled in their life of various fields. And they are going to tell us how they began their journey and the kind of impact they've made in others. My guest today is one of African arising and entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the founder of Platinum African Solution Limited, Mr. Derrick S. Vormewor. Okay, so can you tell us about yourself and how it started?
Okay, yeah, so my name is Derrick Vormewor. I am the founder CEO of Platinum African Solutions Limited. So what we do is that we are a business consulting firm that helps businesses to strategize, organize, and globalize in Africa. So far, we've been able to render services to clients here in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Kuwait, Dubai, USA, Germany, and still counting by God's grace. I run a company here in Ghana and then in Kenya as well. And we've been able to help businesses that were dead to rise up. Again, we've been able to help startup ideas to become fruitful. We're able to help existing businesses to also become profitable, grow and expand, and also diversify. You understand? So that is basically what we do. Aside that, I am a published author. I just released my first book titled Testing the Paint, where I shared in there most of my experiences of building my company from nothing. I started with a board laptop into what it's become. We call it, we say we are growing Africa's most reliable business consulting firm. I shared in there all the principles that has worked for me and how the experience was for me going to Kenya to start my business whilst I didn't know anyone from there. Just booking a ticket and just going there. I shared in there that experience as well. Aside that, I also do public speaking a lot. I've been talking at a lot of places to most of the young people. I talk about events. I talk on various subjects from entrepreneurship to business to lifestyle to inspiration and all of those things. Yeah, so basically in a nutshell, that's why I'm basically the guy from nowhere that God decided to take somewhere.
Okay, for the entrepreneur, have you accomplished any what's any accomplishment? So what have been your accomplishments so far in your career?
Okay, so for me, each time I'm asked this question, I look at the most important battle that I had to win as a person, and that has been my greatest accomplishment. That is the win over my fear. And fear is one thing that is stopping a lot of great ideas from coming to fruition. Fear is that thing that is stopping a lot of people from writing that book, from starting that business, from creating that job, from being and living the truest version of themselves. And that is one of my biggest and most memorable accomplishments of my life. That win over my fears. You understand? And secondly, then let's zoom into what I do really. It's fulfilling to know that because of the strategies that I give people, businesses are able to survive, you know, dead companies are able to rise up again, ideas are able to come into fruition, and it becomes real and realistic, and you can feel it and touch it, and it's providing opportunities for people. That alone is fulfilling for me, but most importantly, I feel like I'm living my best life every day, and that's the greatest accomplishment for my life so far. That each day I accomplished the vision of living my best life and living a genuinely happy life as a person. That's my life's goal every day.
But tell me about your educational background.
So I schooled in Anglo Senior High School. Okay, let me start from the senior high school, right? Anglo Senior High School in the Volta region and Seco. And from there, I moved on to Excellent Business College, where I pursued a diploma in business studies. I did it for 1 year. I wrote the exam, I got a distinction. And then from there, I applied for a job in the bank. I was around 19, 20. And then I got a job, and then I also applied for
That was your first job.
my first job.
Your first job.
Yes,
Okay.
my first
After
official job
secondary
after
school.
secondary school.
Okay.
Yes, so after I got the job, I also applied for my degree studies at UPSC in the evening school. So I worked during the daytime in the bank, and evening time I go to school to study. I did a Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance, and then I got done last year. But in level 200, I started my company. and I was still schooling, and I got that last year and got admitted into an MBA in international business in Germany. Yeah, so
Talking about starting a company, did you start with someone or you did it on your own?
okay, so I started it myself. I at the point I had lost my job in the bank, and then that was when
What happened?
I helped the customer save money. I saved a customer's money from going through a fraudulent, process, and in the end, somebody made it look like I had something to do with the money. But each time I think about that issue, I think it was God's timing for me. I see the best out of that issue. That if I had not lost my job, we wouldn't be here today. Just because I didn't have any, I didn't want. It was my dream job. No matter how much they were paying me, I wanted to do that for life. And right now, like I look back and I think it was God was just pushing me into this purpose that He had prepared for me. And it's one thing that I really stay grateful for, that amidst it all, I see the bright side of what happened, and it didn't break me. It made me a better person. What I used to earn in a month, I can earn it speaking 1 hour at an event. So, I mean, it's just by the grace of God.
Okay, so for how many business do you have? How many
Okay, so
business?
primarily I run Platinum Africa Solutions Limited, and I have another company called Kept Luxuries.
Platinum
Platinum
African Solutions
Africa Solutions Limited.
Limited. That is your own
Yeah, that's the business consulting
business.
firm. Yes,
So
sir.
after Platinum African Solution Limited, what other business?
Okay, so I also have Kept Luxuries. Kept Luxuries is a luxury brand that I created, but right now we are rebranded, so we are not selling right now. But I used to make, I was just telling my true stories with leather. So I have checkbook holders, passport holders, travel wallets. We made wallets and stuff from 100% genuine leather. You understand? Yeah, we were shipping worldwide. So that is one of the business that I run, and there are also a few things that are springing up around. What I primarily run. So basically, those are the things that I run.
Okay. I was reading something. In 2006, you were among top 100 students entrepreneurs
Yes.
in Ghana.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
I don't know how that happened. I was just running my company. I started by then, and I was still in school. And initially, one thing about this whole thing is my journey is that I like the fact that right from when it started, the vision was made clear for me. I knew what I was looking for. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the fame. But along the way, I think people started getting inspired by what I do. So I got nominated, and I think I got named among top 100 student entrepreneurs in Ghana by the ASUS African Network of Entrepreneurs or something. Yeah, Tano. Yeah, so yes, they named me among top 100 student entrepreneurs in Ghana, and it was really really humbling. It was the first time that I got nominated for something like that, and I was telling them a few days ago that nomination was an encouragement to me, because at the point it was not easy for me. I didn't know whether to continue or not, but then I decided to still continue, because I felt like I'm being encouraged. Someone is looking at what I'm doing and he's being inspired.
Okay. What are the challenges as an entrepreneur? Challenges in entrepreneur,
Um,
being
so,
an entrepreneur.
so for me, the major challenge that I faced being an entrepreneur was the fact that I was young. Like I was young, and people for what I do, people thought it's supposed to be for people that are like 40 years and above. You understand, 40 years plus and all of that. But here was me, a young person, and I was doing what I did. So I remember mostly when I used to go to companies to pitch to them, they would be asking you about your age and all of that, and that was a huge like challenge for me, where I had to prove that I was competent to what I was doing. Are we cutting? Okay. Okay, so for challenges of entrepreneurship, like you asked, or I would take it from from my experience. One of the major challenges that I faced was the challenge of being young. Sometimes it's like almost like a crime to be young in Ghana. It looks like if you are young and look smallish without a beard and stuff, you are incompetent or you cannot deliver. And which was a major challenge for me, because people undermined my delivery and my competence because of how I look like, or because of my age. But I think it's got to a point where people need to know that things have changed, Um, how old was Jesus? How old was Joseph? How old was David when God started using them? So God is doing a new thing in this generation, and then He's using most of the young people to do it, and people have to come to terms with that. That was one of the major challenges. And then I think one of the challenges that I think I overcame was the challenge of being resourceful. As an entrepreneur, one of the major things that you should always look out for yourself is the ability to be resourceful. How do you create a maximized result being given a little input? How do you create something great out of something little you are given? And but I think I've been able to overcome that challenge by continually trusting the process and working with the little things that I have available. Like I said, I started with a broad laptop, and here we are.
From your friend. Very
Yeah,
lucky.
for my best friend. Yeah.
Your best friend.
Yes, for 3 months.
3 months. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the testing the paints.
Yes.
What motivates you to write this?
For me, I think it gets to a point in life as a person where just like how you pour into your cup, the more you pour into your cup, it gets full and then it overflows. So I had gone through a lot of processes and experiences that had morphed me into this person that I believe I'm still becoming. And I felt like when I got this message, I felt like God dropped it in my spirit that I should release this message. So it's actually a book series that I'm writing. This is the first reel. There's going to be other reels that I'll be releasing as
So
well.
this is your first book.
Yes, this is my first book written and published. Yes. So I had to share the experiences of building what I have right now from scratch to what is becoming right now. The principles that have worked for me. I believe people are looking for something like that to read. People want to know how they could also get out of their shells and to do something great for themselves. People are looking for it to live in their best lives, and they just want some inspiration, some information, and that's what I did by writing this book, by sharing my life and leaving that legacy here.
So if someone wants to get the book,
But I'm going to get, for now, you'd have to get in touch with my team. You can get in touch with Platinum Africa Solutions. You can just Google us, you get us online, and then you can order a copy. But aside that, we're also listing it on juniorghana.com, and then also working on having it sold at EPP Bookshop, Kingdom Books, ShopRite, all of those major retail centers that you will find books to buy. You should be able to get it from them.
okay. What is your biggest failure? And what have you learned from it? Biggest failure. What have
My biggest failure as a person, as an entrepreneur, I think one of my companies that I started kept luxuries, like I mentioned. We've got a point where we have to rebrand. I think so far it is one of the things that I think I had failed at. Okay, we started off very well, but then I think maybe I'm still learning more. I still need to learn more in that industry, in that area, so that I can be able to come back and really continue like on a sustainable path. And what I've learned from it is the fact that I need to be one, not just focused, but I need to know that this is what is going to work for me, this is what is not going to work for me, this one is going to work for the people, this is not going to work for the people, and not just release a product just because I feel it's the right product for people. You understand me? And I've learned to come back, step back, and just look at everything so far, how everything has been, so that I can re-strategize, and I feel like I like it. I mean, which entrepreneur doesn't fail? You fail at a point, and I'm going to be right about that experience. Why Kepler just failed, and how I was able to come back again. So the how I was able to come back again is the phase on which I am right now, and I believe that it's going to be a great story for people to learn from how this business collapsed or fell flat and how it came back again.
you? So talking about the Platinum African Solution, what do they do, or what um okay, what do they do?
Okay. So Platinum is a business consulting firm. We do purely business consulting. Anything business is what we do. We draw the business plans, we do market research, we do business proposals, strategy development, product development, we do corporate training, we also do business investment consulting, and then we have a flagship event that we hold, which I created called the Business Startup Clinic. Okay, the event, I delved deeper into the role of the CEO, where I redefined who the CEO is. Most often, people think the CEO is a fancy title, but here I redefine who the CEO is, and I shared in the principles that have worked for me. I talked about principle of purpose, principle of patience, consistency, growth and expansion, all of those things. In the book, you're going to even learn how to sell your business in 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yes, I shared in there that trick, how to sell your business in 60 seconds, and then also how to put your business on the path of sustainability and how to grow into the role of the CEO. So this is like a must read for every startup entrepreneur.
So the book was launched recently.
Yes, recently.
On which
Mostly.
date?
That was on 26th May.
May.
Yes, it was
This
not
May.
beautiful, launch, beautiful. And I'm on book tour currently, so I'm touring. I've been doing a lot of media interviews. I've been doing a lot of talking to a lot of people, young people here and there. And so far, in less than 2 weeks after we launched the book, we've done over 300 copies sales.
300
Yes,
copies.
amazing. That have been sold and still counting. Still counting. And it's in high demand. It's the feedback has been great. People are grabbing ideas from it. Somebody read the book and got an idea and has started the export business, exporting shea butter into East Africa.
Wow.
Just after reading the book, she made that decision. Somebody has quit her job just because she got the book and read in there. It was like it's time for me to do this on my own. And that is what the book is doing, and I'm really glad about it.
So, who is your role model? Do you have any role model in Africa, elsewhere?
They say charity begins at home, right?
Yes.
For me, one man I look up to, aside God, is my father. Yes, my dad is my role model. This is a man that is so humble, so down to earth, very simple. I mean, a man that really loves people, and he's just a man and he's a father and a husband I'd like to become one day. And I feel like looking at him as a standard for me.
Talking about husband, so are you married?
No, I'm not
Yeah,
married.
you're not married.
I'm
You're
not
single.
married.
Okay.
I did something, but I'm not married. But like I feel like I cannot feel as a father, I cannot feel as a husband because of the standard my dad has become. I look up to my dad. He's a role model. I look up to Mr. Emmanuel S as well. He's my mentor. He's in London. He runs a multinational company.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur. One of the men that I listen to that I caught my light. And we spend time together. We talk. I mean, he makes time for me, even though he's in London. We talk on phone for like hours. We chat. He's always looking out for me in lots of ways, and he's someone I look up to because of his. For me, I don't choose mentors or role models because of money or anything, but it's the character. How human is this person? Because I want to be a great person, not by the virtue of having a lot of money or wealth, but by the virtue of having a good character and the ability to relate well with people. And that is greatness. Being able to love people for who they are, connect with them, and it's by only when you are good with people you can do something great for people. And when it comes to business, the more you serve people, which means the more great you are with people, the more money you can make. Yeah.
Do you use social media to advertise your business to help your business?
Yes, I do. I use social media a lot.
Social media.
Yes, a lot.
And okay, what's your advice for the youth out there? Those who want to be an entrepreneur or those who want to be an author, what's your advice?
Okay, so to not just young people, I believe old people also watch this platform and would also read this news. For me, it's about the fact that I always tell people that when God made the earth, God had on His mind all of these things. God had on His mind the phone, the laptop, skyscrapers, airplanes, and everything. But then God made man, and God charged man to take dominion over the things that He had created and expect man to continue creation. Therefore, we are charged with the fact that we have to continue from where God stopped. So God expects us to create something meaningful here on earth before we leave. So if you do not create something meaningful here on earth before you leave, then you become a woeful disappointment to God. And that is why Jesus even cursed the fig tree because it wasn't bearing fruit. The question I always ask people is that what is the charge on your life? What is the returns that God is making out of your living? Because I take it like God is investing life into you. So what is the returns that He's making out of your life? And then get to a point where you have to live your best life unapologetically. Yes, people would have a problem with it. People would have an issue with you quitting your job to start your business, or you even getting out of school and wanting to start your business. But you have to have a me time with your life, okay, and live your best life unapologetically. What you feel is your best life is what you have to live. and build something meaningful here on earth.
So what are your advice for the youth? Let's come to the advice for the youth.
Yeah, so I would tell every youth that there is a charge on our lives as young people to build something meaningful for the world before we leave here. I mean, God created us having the skyscrapers on his mind, having the airplanes on his mind, and all of this. He could have just said, let there be airplanes, there would have been airplanes. But God made man and expects man to continue creation it because he gave us dominion over the things he had made. So let's know that we are not too young to do great things. How old was Jesus? How old was Joseph? How old was David when they were doing great things? God was using them. So we are never too young to call the shots on the table as young people. Things have changed, things are still changing, and there is a demand on our lives as young people to have a Ghanaian dream, to have an African dream, and live it, and make sure that you contribute your quota to the development of the country. So the question I always ask young people is, what is your Ghanaian dream? Because it's only until you have a Ghanaian dream that you can live for Ghana, then you have not really, or you've not really put yourself on the path of creating something meaningful for this country. And this country is dependent on the young people. We are the new generation and we have to build something meaningful on earth before we leave. And also, lastly, I would tell people that whether I want to start a business or want to do anything, whether I want to write that book, want to release that album, trust the process, be patient, be consistent, trust God, and the God factor is what makes the difference. That is a spice. It makes all the difference. If God had not been on my side, I wouldn't have been here today. That's the truth. So I mean, I hope you are encouraged and know that nothing indeed is impossible.
So what are the plans for the future? What do you hold of the future?
The future, they say, is untold. I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future, and that man is amazing, man. He's a showman. He's a showman. So I'm expecting great things in the future. I'm hoping to get down with my MBA soon, in the next couple of years, and then write more books. I'm hoping to start an entrepreneurial and business school as well, and yeah, I mean, keep doing greater things and fix a lot of businesses around and make lives and dreams come true.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
For
Steve,
the
for having me. Thank you. Thank you.